To kind of my story, like when I was a child, I kind of really grew up with a really bad self-esteem because I thought I was chubby when I was little. I was kind of just had that little like baby fat. Like I never really lost it until about seventh grade. And so my siblings, when we were growing up, like they would constantly make fun of me. Like they would call me fat, and I guess I kind of like really grew up with that, and that kind of just stuck with me that my own family was really like teasing me like constantly every single day. I look at it now and I laugh, but my siblings, there was a movie. My middle name is Belle, so they'd always call me Belle or Belly and stuff like that. And there was a movie called Belly of the Beast, and they thought that was hilarious, and they called me Belly of the Beast for like 2 years. And I hated it then. Every time they called me, like I would just get so angry. And I mean, I personally like you guys might not see it, and my family a lot sees it. Like I kind of have anger issues at home, like not so much now, but like I really used to. And I think that's where it really came from because I was just so angry inside because like my own family was making fun of me, and I just wasn't happy with myself. And then I took that out with anger of yelling at them and hitting things and just really getting mad at myself. When that really wasn't how to handle it. I kind of let my struggles become overbearing and I let them consume me. Even as I got older and I started doing the drugs and alcohol, like I let my problems consume me so much and I didn't do anything to help myself. And I just stopped kind of picking at myself. And I think that's really one of the first steps you have to take in order to have really good self-esteem is you just have to stop picking at the little things. Like, I don't know, I've really noticed, especially a lot lately when I was trying to write my message, like even my friends, like I will always tell my friends that they're beautiful and like try to pick them up and always tell them to have a good day because I think that's so important. Like even just saying the little things like you look really good today, like you look beautiful today, like that just really helps whether you think it does or not. Like that's really gonna stick in their mind. Even though they don't think about it, they're gonna feel it later and be like, oh, like he said I looked beautiful today, like my best friend said I looked pretty, like that's really gonna stick with them. And I just try to do that every day because I found just really listen to what my friends were saying, and they would start just picking at themselves. Like my friend at homecoming, she, we said she was beautiful, and she was like, "Oh yeah," with my flabby arms, and she like starts flapping her arms everywhere, and they're not even big at all. Like she works out every single day, and she still thinks they're big, and they are not at all whatsoever. And it's funny, but and then you just see like my friends like, oh, my thighs are too big. Like I have thunder thighs. I say it all the time. I tell everyone I have thunder thighs, which I don't. Like I just have bigger thighs. I'm a softball player. Softball players have big thighs, and I just think we start comparing ourselves to everyone else, saying that like, oh, I wish I had her thighs. I wish I had her arms, and I wish I had his six pack. And you just really like, you gotta stop picking at yourself because that's the first step to really seeing that you're different and that you should really embrace like your different qualities that you have. I have big thighs. Well, start loving your big thighs. Start loving your flabby arms, which aren't flabby, and just different things. If you have a big nose, like love your big nose. That's what you were born with. That is what God gave you. And I think I'm not one for plastic surgery or changing the way you are, but and if you are, that's okay. Like whatever makes you happy. But I just think God made you that way for a purpose and for a certain reason, and just love who you are and not stop picking at yourself for your physical appearance when that's not what matters. When it's really on the inside, that's what's going to matter in the long term.